So I'm chatting with Stewart Beveridge, who's part of the rapid response team with the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, and he's been on the ground in Australia with some of the recent disasters that have happened. We're here in beautiful Hobart, Tasmania. Firstly, mate, how good has it been here in Tassie, seeing Will Graham and all these people coming to Christ? Hasn't it been an awesome weekend, eh?
I love being part of the gospel ministry of sharing God's hope with people. It is good news, Matt. It's this opportunity to see people saying, I want a better life. I want hope. I want to be set free from these things that have made me a prisoner. Seeing people respond like they did last night, coming forward with a look of determination or looking for mercy and grace or discovering that God loves them so much and isn't holding their past against them. There's no better feeling than standing with someone and leading them into or inviting them and welcoming them into God's kingdom.
Now, a lot of people know about Billy Graham, Franklin Graham, Will Graham, and they preach the gospel. When I found out that they had this rapid response team that goes out where there's disasters, I was like so excited to hear that they can be first responders and chaplains on the ground. Tell us a bit about what it's been like with the floods here in Australia recently.
People are devastated because it wasn't just one flood. It was a second flood a month later. And the area of the Northern Rivers and Western Brisbane and Central Queensland have all been lives turned upside down. So people are walking around a little shell-shocked. They are so grateful when Samaritan's Purse's disaster relief team and the Billy Graham chaplains turn up, because it's a very holistic approach of bringing that physical, practical help that people just need to face the mountain of recovery. And the emotional and spiritual care that we bring, knowing that people want more than just the things in their life back in order. They're also looking for a purpose and a meaning and a hope that transcends their current circumstances. So as we work in that space, the opportunity that the Samaritan's Purse team have brought, that we can walk alongside, we help with their immediate needs, we provide some direction and a bit of impetus, and then the chaplains help them deal with process the things that are already going on in their life, Matt. The disaster is generally only the latest thing to happen in their life. They've got this layer underneath that of heartache, of pain, of fear, of disillusionment, disappointment. And they just appreciate having someone to talk to, share their thoughts and hopes with. And then as the spiritual element comes into the conversation of people saying, what have you got that I don't have? Why do you have hope? Why are you here? What brought you here? And we get to introduce Jesus and his love and his presence. The teams will come and go, but Jesus never leaves.
And I know, I've known you for years, I know you've been to where the bushfires have been, you've helped with the floods recently, and that's ongoing, that hasn't finished. I know there's still a lot of work being done in those communities. I know you've been in the US after there's been shootings, I've had you on the radio over the years. I did hear recently that the Billy Graham team had been in the Ukraine in the middle of all this. Is there anything you can update us on with what's been happening over there?
There has been work in that entire area of Europe in response to the terrible situation that's going on there. I'm hearing stories about chaplains standing alongside people whose life they're fleeing with all they have in their hands. Wow. And are looking for hope. And the chaplains are having the opportunity not only to pray with citizens running for their lives and having a little bit of refuge before they move on again, but they're also training and equipping Ukrainian Christians and Polish Christians and other nations that are spreading out across Europe, even into France, so that wherever those people land, there are crisis-trained chaplains who are equipped in appropriate care and equipped with the hope of the gospel and how to share it.
I actually saw Carl Fays on A Current Affair talking about some Aussies that were over there helping. I remember seeing that recently. That was awesome, so good. I played that on the radio. I was so inspired. Well, mate, if people want to get involved, like maybe they want to pray, maybe they want to donate, maybe they want to volunteer, what's the best way to get in contact with you guys?
Okay, for those people that like doing the physical, practical things, want to help in the disaster relief world, go to samaritanspurse.org.au. There's a volunteer button there. For people who'd like to know more about that ministry of emotional and spiritual care to people, go to the Billy Graham website and click on the What We Do button, look for Rapid Response Team. You can find out how to get training in your area. Get in touch with me and we'll get that arranged. And there's opportunity there to put up a prayer request as well on our website. You can ask for prayer for your own story, your own life. People will be in touch to pray with you there.
Awesome. Well, mate, I know we've caught up in the past in places like Kalgoorlie and Broken Hill and Alice Springs. We a couple of good-looking Brisbane boys. Here we are in Hobart, hanging out together. It's amazing what the Lord's doing here. It's been so good to see you again, mate. God bless you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Matt. It's great to catch up.